Hi yogis, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your practice. Thank you for choosing to roll out your mat with me and do a little love for the hips, hamstrings, and IT band today. So our props we'll be using are yoga blocks and a strap, or if you have a belt or even a scarf, a kind of a long scarf, that will work as well. And yeah, blocks, if you have a pillow or a big book, you can also use that. But I think that's it. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here with me. So let's get started. We're going to get started. I'm going to turn sideways here and we'll get started in half butterfly pose. So extending that left leg out and bringing the right sole of the foot to the inner thigh. And then let's just move the flesh out from the cheek, kind of rocking side to side, grounding down through the sit bones. Let's lengthen through that left leg by flexing the foot and then release the flex, release all activation. And coming into a twist, take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And then exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So left hand comes to the right knee, right hand back behind you. Take an inhale to lengthen up. And then exhale, coming into your twist a little deeper. Open up that right shoulder, bringing that right shoulder back. Maybe it feels good to look over the shoulder, or you just allow the chin to be center of chest. Now notice here if the left leg is engaging, which it is just kind of naturally does. We want to release that, letting it be heavy, as well as notice if that right foot is wanting to activate and press into the thigh. Letting the legs be really soft here. Breathing into the belly. Let's just take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, untwist, coming forward. And we'll make our way into a fold here. This is where you may want to use your blocks. And depending on the flexibility in your lower back, you may bring the nose towards the knee, or maybe you come to center. So whatever feels better for you in the lower back. Anybody with lower back issues, bulging disc, you'll want to keep the back nice and flat. So reaching the heart forward and coming into your fold this way rather than rounding through the spine, which we typically do in our yin practice. And if you want to use your blocks, you can just stack them up here, 1 or 2, whatever you need. And then just allowing the upper body just to melt down. Bringing the forehead to your blocks. And checking in with the legs, noticing where they may be activating. Giving them permission to soften. As we let the muscles soften, we then allow ourselves to get deeper into the connective tissues, which is our focus in Yin Yoga. You may also be feeling this in the right side lower back. Let's take a breath to the belly, to the right side lower back. Exhaling through the nose, letting everything soften. And just a reminder that we're not looking to pull or push or force ourselves into this fold. And also a reminder that my pose may look very different than your pose and vice versa. And that's how it should be, because we are all different, right? Our body structures are different, our bones and flexibility are different, and we're just different. So as long as you are feeling the stretch in the body, then you are doing it the way you should. And if this is a little intense in the hamstring and in the calf, you can bring that left hand underneath that left calf to kind of raise the leg up just a little bit. And letting the arms be soft, a nice gentle bend in the elbows. Noticing your breath here. Is it shallow and short? Can you lengthen it and deepen it? Let's take 3 more breaths here. Cleansing breath here. Open mouth, exhale. And bringing the hands back closer towards you. Pressing into the hands as you slowly, slowly bring yourself up. Just pull the belly in slightly to support the lower back. Good. Let's take an inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Let the legs be soft. Take a breath here. Beautiful. And let's make our way to the other side. So you can use that right hand to support, bringing that right knee in. Extend the leg out. Give it a shake. And coming onto the other side. So left sole of the foot to that right thigh. Moving the flesh out from the cheeks. Once again, really rooting down. Lengthen through that right leg. Release the flex. Take your inhale. Exhale to twist to the left. Let the legs soften. Inhale to lengthen through the spine as though you're reaching up through the crown of your head. And then exhale, twisting a little deeper. Open up that left shoulder. Breathing into the belly. Last breath here. Let's breathe to the belly. As you exhale, untwist, coming forward nice and easy. And making our way into our fold on this side. And just notice if this side is tighter than the other. Maybe you're not able to come in as deep, or maybe you come in deeper. Just being in awareness of your body. Using whatever props you need. And once you find your fold, let the legs relax. Again, if the hamstring's tight, you can bring that right hand underneath the right calf. And then breathing into the belly, the lower back, and the left side. Exhaling through the nose, softening even more. Let the jaw relax, the shoulders. Being mindful of your breathing. Last 3 breaths here. Cleansing breath. Slowly pressing yourself up. Taking that inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Taking 1 breath here. Good. And then using that left hand to bring that left knee in, give the legs a shake. We move our blocks off to the side and make our way down onto our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. Have your strap or your belt handy. And just gently rock side to side. Massaging the lower back and lumbar and sacrum. Very good. Let's lower the right foot down. You're going to grab your strap and bring it so the middle of it is on the ball of that left foot. And then you're just going to glide your hands all the way down so that the triceps are resting on the mat or on the floor. And we're not really looking to pull the foot. We want to just give a gentle flex, so sending the toes towards you. And we're mostly just holding the leg here. All right, so getting into the hamstring and the calf. Take an inhale to the belly. Exhale, let the belly soften. Let the lower back release and the hips. And notice if your chin is up really high towards the ceiling. Just tuck the chin in. If this is a little bit too difficult, you can always place a block underneath the head to elevate the head. So we want to have the spine somewhat neutral. Good. Sending those toes towards you, just having that gentle flex. You'll really feel that stretch get a little deeper. Slowing your breath down. You can always have a bend in the knee if the hamstrings are really tight, or if this is a little bit too much on the lower back. Being mindful of your body and modifying where you need. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Good. We're going to bring both of the straps into the left hand, and then just let that left leg fall open. Let the right knee fall out to the right. You can bring that right hand to your belly, or maybe you use both hands to the strap. So walking that left hand up a little further and bringing the right hand all the way down, if that gives you a little bit more support. And we want to allow that left leg to just be heavy and letting gravity support it here. Now flex that foot gently, sending those toes towards you. Yep, get a little deeper there into the calf and the hamstring. Not so much wanting to activate the muscles, but kind of lengthening. Notice if you're clenching or gripping in that right glute or in the left, we want to release that. Taking 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Good. Now on the inhale, we're going to gently bring that left leg back to center, bringing both straps into the right hand, and then crossing that left leg over to the right side, and then let that right knee fall over to the left. So we're kind of crossing the thighs here. And then you can glide that right hand down the strap. Gently flex through that left foot. Oh yeah, feeling that. Toes towards you. And just holding here for 3 breaths. Making sure that you're not rolling all the way over too. We want to do our best to keep that lower back to the mat. Good. Last breath. Big open mouth exhale. Bend that left knee, keeping that left knee crossed over the right thigh. And then just release your strap, let it fall on your belly. We're going to come into a rooted twist. So keeping the legs crossed, open the arms out to a T. Press into that right foot, lift the hips up just a smidge, shift them over to the left, lower the hips back down, and then let the legs fall over to the right. Now you want to do your best on keeping that left shoulder blade plugged down to the floor, to the earth. So maybe if you need to, you can use your blocks underneath that left knee. Good. So center of chest is up towards the ceiling. Taking a full breath to the belly. Exhaling through the nose, letting the belly soften, the lower back release, the glutes, the legs, the upper body, the arms, the head. As you go through every body part and letting it soften and release, just notice the areas that we're holding on to that you wouldn't have thought we're holding. So we often compensate other areas of our body. Even here, I often tend to, in this style of a pose, tend to kind of hold my head up a little higher here. So as I tuck the chin in, let my head be heavy. I feel some extra release in the neck and the shoulders. And let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Good. Let's bring the arms back to the body. You're going to slowly extend that right leg out. And then bring that left knee in towards your chest. Start rolling onto your back. And then bring the right knee in as well. And gently rock side to side. And then we'll make our way to the other side. So lowering that left foot down. And then bringing the strap to that right ball of the foot. Extending that right leg all the way up. Gliding the hands all the way down your strap. Triceps are to the mat, to the floor. And giving that gentle flex in that right foot, toes towards you. Breathing into the belly. On the exhale, softening the belly, the lower back, the hips, the glutes. Going through your checklist. And one of the beautiful mindful practices of yoga is that you are always constantly checking in. You can always go deeper, you can always release more. So it's a great tool to use to bring yourself back if you find yourself being drifted away in your thoughts or distractions outside of you. is to just bring yourself back to your checklist, making sure the jaw is relaxed, the brow, the hips, the belly, and so on and so on. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Good. Then we'll bring both straps into that right hand, letting that right leg fall out to the right side. And let the left knee open up if that feels good. And giving that gentle flex in the right foot, sending the toes toward you. And there is some activation here in the hands and the arms as we are holding the leg. But we're not looking to push or pull the leg in any direction. Just letting it fall open on its own. Last 3 breaths. Last breath. Taking your inhale, slowly bringing that right leg back to center, bringing the straps into the left hand, crossing the thighs, keeping that left leg extended, flex the toes, sending the toes towards you, and let that left tricep come back to the mat or to the floor. Just taking 3 breaths here. Feeling that all the way down the IT band and hip, as well as the hamstring and calf and shin. Last breath. Good. Then we'll cross that right leg over the left, releasing the strap. So let the strap rest on the belly. Opening the arms out to your T. Pressing into that left foot as you lift the hips, shifting the hips over to the right, lowering the hips down, and then letting the legs fall over to the left. Maybe using that block underneath the knee. Breathing into the belly. Exhale, softening. Last 3 breaths here. Cleansing, inhale and exhale. Bringing the arms to the body, extending that left leg all the way out. Slowly bringing that right knee into the chest, rolling onto your back. Bringing the left knee in and rocking side to side. Very good. And then we'll lower the feet down one at a time. And extending the legs all the way out, coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Move the strap off to the side. Taking up lots of space. Taking a cleansing breath. Feeling all this extra length through the legs. Allowing your whole body to integrate all the work you just did. And being in gratitude for what your body can do for you. Let's take a full inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And slowly begin to wiggle the fingers, the toes. And we're rocking the head side to side. Reaching the arms up overhead, pointing the toes. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then bringing one foot at a time back to the mat or to the floor. Rolling over to your right side in fetal pose, taking a breath here. And then very slowly pressing yourself up. And we'll meet back in an easy seated pose. Let's bring the hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. Taking a cleansing breath here. Closing with gratitude. Gratitude for what your body is able to do for you every day. Grateful for doing this practice for yourself, for your body, mind, spirit, and soul. Gratitude that you now have this added lengthening and opening through the body. And gratitude for this new flow of fresh energy flowing through you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for practicing with me. May the rest of your day be blessed with love and light, peace and joy. Namaste.